I feel like for most of my life, I've either been chasing a goal or feeling burnt out from the chase. It's usually subtle at first. My sleep starts to fall apart, eating becomes inconsistent, and it's so easy to forget to check in with yourself because you're so focused on getting through the day. It was the middle of the year, and I had to come to the realization that a lot of my identity was tied into this feeling that I had to be doing something all the time, and that led to me being burnt out most of the time. When I actually paid attention to how tired my body felt, I realized that I had been pushing myself all the time, every time at like maximum capacity. And somewhere along the line, I understood that I couldn't prioritize my work or the grind anymore. I had to start prioritizing how I was functioning inside my body. No drama, no overnight reset, just intention.
Don't you cry. Don't you cry.
I have a notebook because I feel like I'm bringing homework to you guys. What's up? How have you guys been? The last few months have been crazy. I've been trying to figure out what it means to really be calm, to be okay in my body, to not feel like I have to always do something because I've just been getting burnt out again and again. And figuring out this cycle of the United States has been a challenge for me. So I wrote everything down because I don't know how to structure these videos, but I'm just going to talk about a couple of the things that have helped me in the past few months and I think have made the most difference to either balancing my hormones, my nervous system, my mental health, that sort of stuff. So let's get into it. Slow mornings. I used to get out of bed and immediately get onto research or the chores that I missed out on or something that I needed to do. And I realized that that wasn't the best way to start my day. So now I try and, if I need to do something, I'll just do one thing. It helps me feel like I've already been productive in the day, but also gives me a boundary to where I'm not just going to start doing a whole bunch of things and forget to eat breakfast or just start to feel anxious from a really, really early time because my work schedule is 8 to 4:30 and I don't want to eat in the morning anyway. So any distractions are unwelcomed and I try and have that sorted out in the morning. One thing I came to realize when I did eventually eat breakfast is that I shouldn't be having cold smoothies first thing in the morning. According to Chinese medicine, they encourage you to have something warm in the morning for breakfast, and I haven't tried that yet, but I definitely want to give it a go. I love my smoothies, but I do get cramps sometimes because first thing in the morning it's an ice cold drink, not the best way. So that's something I need to keep in mind and I'm working on that. I was having donuts for breakfast, so I'm gonna get back into the low sugar. When I had low sugar, I felt like my blood sugar wasn't spiking as much, which meant my moods were more leveled. I was a nicer person, I wasn't breaking out as much, and I was just sleeping better. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I think that has to stay a non-negotiable because I've been struggling. My birthday, Aaron's birthday, and Christmas, and then New Year's is like a really tough time for us, and it's not where we are super strict about our fitness and our eating. But I do want to see if maybe I can rein it back in. I can go into the new year with a better physique. I feel like as the days go by, I'm being more gentle with myself. I'm taking more time to brush my hair and to take care of my skin, and kind of lost track of my skin routine and I wasn't doing anything of that sort. And I realized that the more I get stressed, the less I do those things. I don't know if it's my ADHD or if it's my autism, but I'm working on that. And I know that it always feels better when I'm taking care of myself, making sure I don't like doing my nails. You'll never see my nails done. I don't like being touched by people. I can't be bothered to do it myself. But when it comes to like self-care, I think we forget that self-care can be the small things that we do, like making ourselves tea every morning and sleeping with ocean music and rainfall instead of, I don't know what you guys sleep with, but that's why I sleep with. That stuff is perfect. Yeah, another thing that has made a huge difference is doing like low intensity workouts. I've been into calisthenics in the last few months and I can now do 15 push ups. I'm so proud of myself. I told myself I was going to do push ups every time I got email about that shot that people get for weight loss. I do not endorse that. I'm not that sort of thing. So I was like, every time I get this email, because I couldn't block it, I did 15 push-ups. So now I can do that quite comfortably. Those spam emails. Thank you. Breaking things down into tiny goals makes it so much easier to accomplish, and you get that dopamine boost instead of, wow, that's a huge mountain that I need to climb. And because a lot of the things in my life have been dramatic so far, I kind of felt like my success had to be just as dramatic, but success isn't overnight. And I want to bring you guys on this journey to see how long this takes. I don't know who I'm going to be or what I'm going to look like at the end of this, but I know that the changes I've made so far have really helped with my nervous system. And I want to see what other things I can do to help improve that, because at the end of the day, we should be taking care of ourselves. The world will never ask us to prioritize our health. Life is never going to give us a chance to, hey, you know what, I'll give you a break right now. I take every break I can get at the moment, and it's making me go through life more with a feeling of everything's going to be okay. I can take things bit by bit. Nothing needs to be extreme. And in these little moments, that's when the changes are made. It's not in the extreme moments. You can see an extreme change after a long period of consistency, but otherwise, what will you have to show for it? It's just crazy to me that like a few months ago, I was literally in the emergency room talking about my health to a doctor. Now I've just decided that I have to take it into my own hands and see what I can do. And I'm not saying don't go to the doctor, but I'm saying that there are practical things that we can do for ourselves. And it's not as hard as it seems. It's just crazy to me that I'm talking about this, because I never felt like I had a good handle on myself or my life. And I guess I'm just grateful to be able to make these changes and start this journey, no matter what it looks like. Because imagine prioritizing your mental health and your nervous system for a year. Some people have really easy lives and they just glide through it without any stress or any challenges, and that's great. But for people like me that have experienced homelessness, moving countries, I don't want to live my life in that way, in those emotions, in those feelings. And after long periods of going through stuff, sometimes we can feel like that's the only way we can operate. So I have no idea who I'm going to be at the end of this nervous system experiment, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm being blessed with the opportunity to be in a house that's quiet and calm and peaceful and safe. I feel like I have the responsibility to make sure that my nervous system knows that I'm safe now. And the fact that we can create these safe spaces for ourselves and grow and develop and just nurture ourselves for how we need. It's exciting and I want to see how this turns out. So yeah, those are the things that have stood out to me recently. I'm excited to take you on the journey, so I guess I'll see you later.